past is there for us to learn, to be able to help us do better today and for the future. But there are those who are stuck in the past and on the past. When you are stuck in and on the past, you are of the past. But nobody is prepared to move with somebody that is stuck in the past. Everybody wants somebody that will take them to their destination, the future destination. So, if you are still stuck in the past, then you've got to renew your mind and your thoughts and start thinking about moving to the future.
Why do you think people are so much thinking about the past, not looking forward?
Yes, there are some who dwell, as I said, on past achievements and past experiences. It's all got to do with the mind. If the mind is not structured and prepared to move in a different direction, it will always be focused on what it is used to. And that is the reason why such people will always dwell on the past, because they are not prepared to think of anything new. So they feel comfortable letting their mind wander around what they are used to. So that's why they will always be seen thinking about the past and living the past.
So is that the reason why you hear somebody that, oh, 5 years ago I was this, 10 years ago I was this? You never see them or hear them saying, I will be this in 5 years' time.
Exactly.
Is it all about the mind?
You see, of course, the mind is the determining factor of who we are, what we aim to be, and what we will become. So, if the mind is not tuned to think differently, it will always focus on what it is used to. And so such people tend to find glory in what they have done before. But if you can assess the situation, you should go back into the inner circles. You will know that what they have achieved in the past may be good, but at the moment, what are you doing? The question is, what are you doing now, which is going to impact the future generation? That is what is more important.
Is it difficult to make that transition from the past to the present to the future?
It is not. For me, it is not. And for many people that have got a particular mindset and that are prepared to renew the mind and their thinking, it is never a difficult thing. It's just a matter of you being prepared to advance into new territories. You being prepared to think differently. You being prepared to, research into new areas of thoughts and patterns.
Does it come natural, or do you have to make an encounter?
It doesn't come natural. You've got to make the effort, because the reason I say you've got to make the decision and put in the effort is that if you don't decide to pursue a particular direction, it comes from your inner thought. You must aim at doing it. If you don't aim at doing it, it won't come naturally. We have things and other aspects of life and events that we get ourselves into where we say, oh, this is a natural occurrence. It just occurring naturally.
Yes.
But where your mindset has been tuned to think in a particular direction and dimension, you are stuck in it. You have to determine, based on something new that you may hear, something new that you may see, that no, I need to change this particular condition of my thinking to be able to move into this new dimension. Otherwise, you will be where you are and you'll still be stuck in there. Nature will not force you to do it. You've got to make the effort too.
Is that difficult?
It is not difficult at all. But it becomes difficult when you've been programmed in such a way that you are always satisfied with your comfort zone.
The programming is the problem.
Yes. Yes.
You see, I'm at work and I've got colleagues at work. That goes for cigarette. As a pattern. When they work for 1 hour, naturally they have to stop everything, go and have a fag, and come back. Right? It has become a pattern. Now, to distort that pattern, to move to the next level, I think is very challenging.
Sure.
So how can they disrupt that pattern and move on to that zone where it awaits them opportunities or a platform or a soil where it's fertile for them to move to the next level. So this can also be emotions as well.
Yes.
It can be mindset of I cannot do spirit. Mindset of impossibility. Mindset of your background, where you coming from. So it makes it difficult of breaking that pattern and moving forward. It's like me, some of us, it's like maybe living, I was brought up in Obuasi, and going to Accra for the first time was, wow. But when you are living in Obuasi, you think it's the best city in the world, isn't it? When you've not been to Kumasi, when you've not been to Accra, that's how it is. And when we came to London, we realized that Accra too, it's not that, you know, there's a different world out there. When I went to New York, I realized that, wow, there's a different world out there. But it means that there's a step you need to take to break that pattern. How difficult is that?
Great. You are right that it is difficult for the pattern itself and the emotions attached to it to be broken. But the concept of taking the decision itself is not a difficult aspect. Yes, when you've been programmed, as you said, you've been programmed to do things and think in a particular way, you become used to it. That's what you are not to do. And the example that you gave is a perfect one. You become addicted to the situation and the particular condition. So when you are actually breaking away from that pattern with all such emotions attached to it, that is a monumental effort. It takes a monumental effort to be able to do that. But the thought of doing it itself is not a difficult process. You only have to decide and determine, I want to do this. Now, for the example that you gave, for instance, those who go for far, I mean, we've seen it time and over again. I mean, obviously, the breaks, this is time, it must happen. If it doesn't happen, I am going to...
If you're a manager, they just argue with you.
Exactly.
They become furious.
Exactly. Because they become so addicted to it. It is in their bloodstream. But I have seen quite a lot of such people who have decided that I am going to stop smoking.
And they have.
Yes,
a lot of them.
Yes,
and they have.
It only takes one determined opportunity to take that step. And when you determine to take that step, definitely you have the resources and those who are able and ready to help you get out of that situation. Yes, and then, so once you've made that particular step, that's all what it takes. You see that deep down your heart and your mind, you are focused on what you want to do. And so naturally, the various resources you need to be able to get to that level will gradually be creeping in. That's all what you need to do to be able to determine and make that conscious effort of thinking that enough is enough. I am going to break away from this pattern. And you will definitely see that it becomes a reality. Definitely. And that's the reason why you've seen a lot of people definitely, in as much as they've been addicted to the particular condition like smoking, yes, so now that they've determined to do it and to break away from it, it is happening for them. And that one is taking them to a different level of their life, not only in health, but even in their own ability to do, because the time that you'll be using to smoke, wasting it certain
can be used productively somewhere.
And it's happening in the life of people who are giving testimonies to that effect. So it means that now the mind is being reconstructed and retuned in a particular direction for the benefit of whoever is involved.
But do you know what? The pattern keeps ringing back.
Exactly. You can never run away from those patterns that you were stuck in.
Especially when the time comes that you used to smoke.
Yes.
That pattern will drop heavily in your mind.
Yes.
And that is where, if you are not careful, you give up.
Of course. And many people have given up on their dream because of such distraction and inability to, break away in totality from whatever they were bonded with.
That was holding them.
Exactly. That is what is happening. And so it takes that monumental effort to determine. It takes what we call determination and perseverance to be able to achieve that ultimate aim of you not wanting to be where you used to be. And that it will definitely come, because that is the reason why those who are winning from, let's say, cigarette smoking, even those on drugs, that's why you just don't get them to stop immediately.
Yes.
And the doctors go a gradual process.
A gradual process.
By weaning them off gradually, still letting them have what they have, but in smaller quantities, and with the strength reduced.
Yes.
So gradually take a process.
Oh, so it doesn't happen overnight?
It's not an overnight something, no.
So pursuing your dreams with due diligence cannot be like, bam, I'm just going.
No. No, you can't just...
It builds over time, that's what you're saying.
Of course. There is no dream achiever. Nobody, any achiever here and there that we know, we've read about, we've heard about, we've studied about, and we've been following and aspiring, being role models, as that just started and boom, everything just happened. They all started from somewhere. And the successful one, the evidence is there clearly. It went over processes, and time over time for them to get to where they are, and for them to bring that particular vision to reality, and that dream to the benefit of mankind as we see them today. It can never happen overnight. Those that have dreamt that I can get this thing done overnight have never seen it happen, because you may have the resource, the resource may just be entrusted to you, and when it's just entrusted to you and you haven't actually taken your time to, nurture it, taking your time to bring yourself to that level where you can see the usefulness of it and how best you're going to make use of it, you see that you're going to misuse it instead of making good use of it.
Yes.
And you will never be able to achieve any dream with it. So dream achievers, great goal achievers, they've always been able to do what they're doing over time and over some processes which didn't come overnight.
Wow. It's starting to pick up. It's heating up. Yes. I think we already passed half the 7 line. We're going to go for a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to continue our discussion. Please, if you are listening to us, don't keep this information to yourself. We want to make this program iconic. We want to make it something global, and it is you that can do that. Please, just tell a friend to listen to the second segment of the program, and we will be coming back very soon. Please don't change the dial. The Footprint Radio Talk Show will be back very soon on Star Radio UK.